everyone. So today we are going to be doing my go-to everyday makeup look that I have been doing for, honestly, it feels like all summer, probably at least the last 2 months. I have been doing this go-to look, and every time it turns out so pretty. I feel like it looks like it took a lot longer than it actually takes, and I've got a lot of fun, new, awesome products to recommend to you guys. So if you want to see how I did this everyday makeup look for me, then definitely keep watching. So the first thing I have been loving, this I have been swearing by, and this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This really got me through summer, and I don't know how I would have survived without it because it truly made a really big difference in my foundation longevity. Whenever I wear this, I see a noticeable difference, so I like to take this and put it all over. And the very first time I tried it, I was a little turned off by it because it really kind of feels like you're putting Elmer's glue on your face. It is very sticky, it is very tacky feeling, but that is where the magic comes from. So I have actually used up an entire one of these and repurchased this one, and I'm probably about 3/4 of the way with this one left. So it's definitely probably going to be one of those things that I keep repurchasing for a while, and I can totally tell whenever I don't use it, especially on those really hot, humid days. The only thing I really hate is that the lid does not stay on worth a damn. So that just kind of bothers me. It like does not stay. So next up, I have been getting a lot into doing a color corrector for underneath my eyes. I used to not have that bad of dark circles, but I feel like the older I've gotten, they're starting to get a little worse. So I have been using the LA Girls Pro Conceal color in Peach Corrector. This one has a little squeeze tube with a little brush applicator. So I just like to apply a little bit of this under my eye. I don't want to go too crazy with it because it can get a little intense. Let me zoom in so you can see better. So I just like to use my finger to blend this in. It definitely makes a really big difference for me for my under eye darkness. Definitely hides a lot more of those dark under circles. I'll even take it up onto my lid as well if I have any more discoloration or darkness that I want to try to cancel out. And please don't judge, I did have a bit of a picking session with my skin earlier, so I definitely have a few red spots that I really was getting at, and I haven't picked at my skin for a long time, but today was just a day where I was like, huh, I got a little blackhead I want to get rid of or something, and I just went overboard, so please forgive me for that. The next product I have been loving, this one. Sometimes I will even wear this on its own. This is from e.l.f. and it is the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. So this is supposed to be, I believe, a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury product like this, and this one was definitely a little bit more expensive. I think this might have been like $14 or something from e.l.f. and I actually got, I think it's the second color. Let me see if it's got the color name on here. Yeah, this one is shade 2 Fair/Light. I didn't go for the lightest one because I got this at the beginning of summer, and I was really into self-tanning at the beginning of summer, so I had a little bit more of a tan going on. I still think I can wear this, but I do want to like sheer it out a little bit, but it does have a large doe foot applicator, and I just like to paint a little bit of this all over my skin. Now you can see it definitely looks like it's not going to be my color, but it does blend in quite nicely. And like I said, sometimes I will just wear this on its own if I feel like I want to have a little bit more of a lighter kind of skin look day. So I just like to blend this in with a flat blending brush. This one's from Alamar Cosmetics. It's called their bronzer brush, but I love it for foundation, and I usually use the little makeup sponges like a beauty blender, but I have not used those in quite a while, and I go back and forth usually with whether I want to use a sponge or a brush. I have just been on a brush kick lately, and that is just what I've been doing. So I really like how it just kind of gives this light, soft, kind of luminous look to the skin. It does add a tiny bit of coverage, but I would definitely say I prefer to wear these on more of a light skin day or wear it under a foundation, which is what I've been doing most recently. So to be honest, for foundations, I don't really have an absolute favorite at the moment. There is one I want to repurchase, but I kind of feel like I need to use up some stuff before I repurchase this foundation that I want, but I have been kind of bopping back and forth. So today I'm going to be using the Missha Perfect Cover BB Cream. This is like a longtime favorite of mine. Mine is in the color number 13 Bright Beige. I prefer number 21, but this one is, I think, the lightest one. But what I love about this one is that it's a little bit more of like a cool toned type of product, and it just suits my skin so much better than like a super orangey yellow type of foundation. So I'm just going to dot this all over my face. And then again, I just like to blend this all over. This one is like a really comfortable feeling foundation. I really like this one a lot. Next up for concealer, I have been using the Dose of Colors concealer. I think I got this from BoxyCharm forever ago. This one is in number 09 Light. And I like to use this for my under eyes. I like to do just like one little spot under each eye. And I like to blend this with my finger. I feel like I get the best results when I use a tiny bit of a pigmented concealer rather than using a lot of a sheer concealer, because I find if you use the more pigmented concealer and you're using less of it, there's less product that will crease. So that's something that I always kind of struggle with, is having like a creasy under eye, which is not my favorite look. And since I did go a little pick happy on my skin today, I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of extra concealer just on the spots where I feel like I need a little bit more coverage just from the redness peeking through. Again, typically I don't need to do this, but I went a little crazy today on my skin and I always regret it. It's like when you got like one little teeny tiny like blackhead or something and you're really trying to get at it, and then like you scar up your face and like make it all red and puffy, and it's like, wow, I probably should have just left it alone and it wouldn't have been as noticeable. But those are the hard lessons to learn in life. And lately I have been using a pressed powder to set my under eye concealer. This one is just a little random one that I happen to have. This one is from Abby's Choice, and this one was the Perfect Diary Soft Matte Finishing Powder. I think I got this from the Cardcaptor Sakura collection, I think. I did a whole video on it, but it's just like a little face powder. There's really nothing that unique or exciting about it, but that's just the one I've been using lately. And I like it because I feel like it's not as messy as a loose powder, obviously. So I like to just take that and set my under eye concealer with it. And then I also like to do just a little bit around my nose area too, just to kind of keep that from creasing. Another e.l.f. product, but I bought some e.l.f. stuff probably about a month or two ago, and I really liked a lot of it. And this is one of the items that I got. This was the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Contour color. So again, this is supposed to be like the, what do they call it? The Hollywood wand or something like that from Charlotte Tilbury. And this one is in the color Fair Light. So this is kind of like a little mini version of it, but it's got that same like little sponge tip on here. I really like the color of this one. You just squeeze out, oops, I think I squeezed out a little bit more than I needed, but that is okay. And then I like to use this on my forehead. I could do the jawline too, because I could always use some sharper jawline. And then this is like my favorite brush to blend this. This is the Luxie, I think it's the 680. It's called the Pro Precision Face Brush. It has this like little chisel angle to it, and I feel like it makes it really, really easy to apply my contour. I think I did go a little overboard on the product today, but the one thing I really like about this is it's pretty forgiving and it blends really easily. So I really like that about that, but this just makes it really easy to kind of like stamp it in and blend it without moving the foundation underneath. And this is an oldie but a goodie. This is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Cream. I used up the bronzer side like forever ago, and I'm trying to finish up the blush by the end of the year for my yearly makeup empties. So I'm trying to make progress on this one. It's called Saint Lucia. So I like to take a little bit of the blush and just dot it on my cheeks. And then my favorite brush for this one, again, this is a Luxie brush. This one is the 532 Round Top Blender. It's just like a really short, kind of like almost like a kabuki type of brush, but I like doing like little stippling motions for this, and I feel like it just gives a really nice natural kind of look to the cheek. Okay, we have another BoxyCharm product, and this one I had forever and I didn't start using it till probably like the beginning of the summer. And now I love this product. I hope it lasts me a long time because I do not want to repurchase this because I believe it's like $40. And I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase it, but I love this product. So this is from Iconic London, and this is their Illuminator. It is a liquid. This one is just in the original color. Like I said, I think it's $40. And I didn't think I was gonna like this one that much. It does have a little dropper bottle type of packaging. I don't really care for that though, but I do like to just pick up a little bit of it off the like stem of it. But this is just like a super pretty liquid highlighter, and I like the color tone of it too. It's a little bit more of like a champagne kind of color, so I feel like it really flatters my skin tone without it looking too icy, and I just really love the shine that it gives. I feel like it gives my skin like a really healthy glow, and I just like to dab a little bit on the high points of my cheeks and just blend it all over. It just gives that really pretty like dewy wet look, and I love it. I have been obsessed with it. I will take a tiny bit of it and go down the bridge of my nose with it and do a little bit on the tip here and go right on the Cupid's bow with. I am gonna be dreading the day when I finish this up because $40 is pretty steep, but I'm really loving this product. Next up for eyebrows, I am just using the Etude Drawing Eyebrow. I don't really have a preference for much eyebrow products these days, but this one is a really good color for me. So that's what I've been using. I just kind of like to fill in my brows with it. I like this one because it's a nice, harder type of consistency of eyebrow pencil. Sometimes I don't like the ones that are too creamy because I feel like, especially when it's hot and in the summertime, they just kind of tend to smear. So I like that this one has a pretty good balance between creaminess and hardness, and it is just a tiny bit warmer. I think it suits my hair color a little bit more at the moment since I'm not really doing like the cool silvery hair. I'm just kind of doing like the cute little blonde. All right, and that's the eyebrows. Nothing too exciting there. Next up, we're gonna move on to eyes, and these are some of my most favorite products I have tried in a while, and I kind of feel like it has revolutionized my makeup game lately, and these I am head over heels with. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in real quick and we'll start on the eyes. All right, so for the eyes, I have not done like a powder eyeshadow in probably like 2 months now, and that's because I am in love with the About Face eyeshadows. What do they call these? Fluid eye paints. I'm in love with these. I think they're so great. I love the packaging of them. I love the colors of them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Now these are a little bit pricey because I think they're probably close to about like $18 to $20 a piece, but you guys, I love these. I love these so much. The first one I have here is in the color Capulets. I call it like a nice like mid-tone brown, and I like these so much. I like that they have a little doe foot applicator. I don't even have to wear like an eyeshadow primer with these, and I feel like it works so well. And the brush that I am in love with to use to blend these, this is the e.l.f. Mint eyeshadow brush. It's not really that special, but it is a synthetic one, and I just like to go back and blend this. I feel like this gives me a super easy like 5-minute eyeshadow look, and it's so easy and simple to do. So I just take that brown color and I like to do like a little bit of a stippling motion back and forth, and that gives me the easiest way to blend. Like that took absolutely no time, especially if you want to do like a one kind of shadow look. And again, a little bit goes a long way. Like this will cover my entire eye and takes like literally no time to do. I feel like I've gotten to be a pro. I can just do my eyeshadow so much quicker, and I feel like the longevity of these is so much better than like a powder eyeshadow. I always had problems with, even when I used eyeshadow primers, that throughout the day my shadow would just kind of look very dull and faded. And ever since I started using these, I just feel like my makeup looks really, really good still at the end of the day. So that's like my everyday go-to, and then when I want to deepen it up, I like to use this color. It's a little bit more of a dark chocolatey brown. This one is in the color Weightless. So then usually what I do is I will take just a tiny bit of this, you guys, like not much, probably about that much. And again, the same brush, I just keep doing that same little patting kind of motion, and that will give me a little bit more definition. I'm kind of going a little bit into the crease to blend those two colors together, and then that gave me just a little bit more definition there. I think I want to do this just a little bit more, and I would recommend doing these one eye at a time. Like don't put it on one eye and then on blend over here and then try to come to this one. You do have to work a little quickly with these because they do dry a little on the fast side. Another cool thing about these paints is you can literally mix whatever you want, create a whole new color. There is like every color you can think of in this line. I think you could just get really creative with the colors that you can create. It's kind of like endless opportunity of color. And then again, taking more of that darkest brown, the Weightless color, I'm going to do just the tiniest dot on the outer corner like that. And then taking a small little pencil brush, I just blend that inward, and it just creates a super easy eye look that I feel like takes me 3 minutes to do. What makes it even better are the glitter shadows. So I have 4 of the glitter shadows. I have like 3 like neutral ones, and then I have this fun one. I haven't used this one yet, but I'm so excited to use this one. This one is called, it's called All About the Benjamins. I think it's like this teal color. I can't wait to try it. And these are called their Fractal eye paints, so it's the same packaging, but it's like a glossy finish. I love all 3 of these colors so much. So the first one I have here, this one is called Refract. This one's kind of like a silvery, icy kind of color. This one's really pretty for like an inner corner. Then I have this like champagne-y one. This one is called Tin Pan Alley. I think this might be the one I used today. It's the one I've been using the most recently, and it's just like a really pretty like nude shimmer. And then if I want to go more of a goldy color, I have the color Apollo Empire, and this is just so stunningly pretty. I also forgot to mention I do have the black one as well. I have not used it yet, but this one is called Art of Darkness, and I'm kind of excited to do like a really dark smoky eye with this one sometime, but I will have to do that for another day. And I swear it honestly looks like it took 10 times as long as it actually did to do my makeup when I do it this way, and it lasts so much longer. And I've just never had such a great response to a cream eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow type of formula, so I am all about these, all about them. I like to use a flat synthetic brush to apply the glitters, and I don't like to apply the glitter straight from the doe foot applicator. You can do that, but I just prefer to pick it up off of the applicator instead, and it will keep my brush cleaner because I don't want it picking up any of the other colors. And then I just start doing, again, this patting motion all over my lid and my inner corner, and it's just so pretty. Look, that took like, what, 10 seconds? Not even. And I would have never thought that a cream or liquid eyeshadow like this would last so long on my eyes, but they absolutely do. And if you want to build them up, I always recommend working in really thin layers, and that gives you the absolute best result. So I'm just gonna do a very light second coat just to kind of amp up that sparkle even more. I also like to take a little bit of it and do it on the inner corner of my lower lash line. Just gonna bring some of that shimmer right underneath the eye. I feel like it looks so pretty. Then I wanna use just a little bit of the Refract color. I'm gonna use this one just for like the inner corner highlight. Again, just gonna pick up a little bit of that onto my flat shader brush. And then I'm just going to put that right in the inner corner of each of my eyes, and then I can just simply blend it in, and it's just so pretty. So simple, so easy. I have been absolutely dying over these, and I'm not kidding. I have probably used powder eyeshadow maybe 3 times in the last 2 months because I just cannot get over these, and I am obsessed. So next for my liquid eyeliner, I have been using the Hank and Henry Slick With It eyeliner. I got this from BoxyCharm. I didn't like it at first, and it sat in my collection for probably like a year or so, even longer maybe, and then I came back to it and I was like, I actually kind of like this. So this is what I've been using lately. It's just really easy to apply and glides on, and it's pretty black, so I find it quite easy to do my eyeliner with. Then for my mascara, I have come back to the Lash Princess from Essence. I had been using the L'Oreal Telescopic Lifts, is that what it was? Whichever one that like caused the whole lash gate thing. I had been using that one for several months. It was okay. I thought it was okay. I didn't love the brush of it, so I am back to this one. Plus, that L'Oreal one was so hard to remove from my lashes. I feel like I lost more lashes just from trying to get that off my eyes than it actually like gave me whenever I would apply it. So it was an okay one, not my favorite. I would not purchase that one again. And plus, this is like so cheap and such a good mascara. There's a reason why people love this one. And for like just every day, I obviously don't do lashes, but if I'm wanting to do something just a little bit fancier, or just like if I've got a little bit extra time, like if I have an extra 10 minutes and I really want to just make myself feel and look a lot prettier. Then I will apply these false lashes. These are some of my favorite ones I've ever gotten. They are from Shein. I think I got like 7 pairs of them for probably like $2 or $3, and I love them. And I can re-wear them. Like, I get probably like 10 uses out of each pair because I take care of them and I don't put mascara on them. So I'm going to apply these really quickly. They are like a little 3/4 lash, and they just, I feel like they do so much for me. So I'm gonna apply this off camera and we're gonna come back and finish off the look. Okay, so while I let my eyelash glue kind of cure before I apply them, I'm going to do my lips. So what I have been loving lately, and this one I think I like it more because it's just like the newest lipstick that I have and I like the color of it. So this is the e.l.f. and Mikayla Wedding Lipstick Collection. I do really like this lipstick. It's called the O Face Satin Lipstick and it's in the color Puckah Up. And this is the one that she created with e.l.f. I really like the color of it, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of the lip liner that came with it. For me, it's just too brown for me and it looks a little crazy. So I like to use one of my all-time favorites. This one is the NYX Nude Pink Lip Liner. I feel like this one just kind of softens it a little more and is a little more flattering towards my skin tone. So I like to use natural, I like to use nude pink. Either one of those two are like my top favorites from NYX. So I will be lining my lips with this. And I feel like it's just more of a more suiting tone for my skin tone. And I have been liking this lipstick. The only thing that every time I use it, I think about, I just think, I really wish they would have done a little scent or flavor to it, like vanilla, standard kind of scent or something. I can't remember if the original O Face ones have a scent or not, but I feel like with this being more of like a premium lipstick for them, especially because it was a collab with Mikayla, I feel like I wish they would have done like a scent. And I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't know if anyone has ever done this, but if I was doing especially a wedding lipstick collaboration, I would have made it smell like a wedding cake, like that, almost like that almondy kind of scent. I feel like that would be so good in a lipstick, and I don't know if anyone has done like an almond lipstick scent. But I feel like that would have been perfect, and I feel like it was a little bit of a missed opportunity because it does just kind of have a little bit of like a plasticky makeup smell. So I felt like that kind of took away from, like, with them charging more with it being a collab item, I feel like it just needed like a scent that would have really set it off. But I have been using this lipstick because I like the lipstick color itself. Not so much of a fan of the lip liner, and then I love doing glosses on top. So I have been doing the NYX Butter Gloss, and this one is in the color Tiramisu. And I have been using this one up. I'm gonna have to take the stopper out of this soon because I want to get like every last bit of it. I feel like this is like the perfect kind of pinky gloss nude. And you guys, I swear these lashes like do so much for my face. They're also more comfortable on my eyes because they're, like I said, more of like a 3/4 type of lash. So it really just like doesn't poke you on the inner corner, which is a big deal. And I feel like that's like one of the #1 reasons why I thought I didn't like false lashes, because they were always just so uncomfortable. But I swear the next time I'm gonna buy these lashes, I think I'm gonna probably buy like 5 boxes of them because they're so cheap and they're probably like my absolute go-to holy grail eyelashes. Hello?
I was about to hang up.
About to hang up?
Yep.
I'm filming a video right now.
Ah.
But I'm putting on my fake lashes so I can talk for a minute. What's for tonight?
That booty.
No, it's not. I'm gonna leave that in my video.
Huh?
Never mind. Alright, and this is how the look looks with the eyelashes. Like I said, if I've got like an extra few minutes in the morning and I want to just look a little extra pretty, these lashes really do it for me. I also wear these every time I film just because I feel like #1, they look really flattering in person and on camera. So these are just like my go-to lashes. Alright, and that is pretty much it for my go-to everyday makeup that I have been wearing probably for like all summer, pretty much. Like any videos that I have filmed this summer, I like to do this look, and I feel like it's so pretty. It's a little bit more of like glam, and it looks like it took so much longer than it actually took, and I feel like it's just really pretty, and I feel good in this makeup. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.